fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go!
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Spins past him. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right in midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go. 180. First and 10. 50 yards. I think you got it, son. Watch safety 3. 12, fellas. Here we go. Safety.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
First and 10. Here we go. Black 80. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
No, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means
all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No spacing.
First carry for James Conner. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
We got to step it up. Slam. Take both of them.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to let this go for the end zone. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here we go.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down, Drake. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback. And eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. It's complete to Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
With the score, Dolphins 10, Steelers.
Here we go. 180! I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Check. Watch twist.
Now Balaj. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Big ass. 22 jet bomber. Hey,
the drive will start with Connor. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
50. No foul. No spacing. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm 24. I'm going back to you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down now, it's Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Like 80. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Push him back. Push him back.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Here we go, here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And
it got his man complete. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood. 55. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the run. Watch the run. Black and good.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. The first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
No spacing.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he rifles one incomplete. Brian Switzer, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Everson Griffin make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Like 80. 22 and 44. Move. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Austin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
No spacing. Bravo. These 2.
Watch it,
Hey, middle.
He's heavy on the edges. Mike 55.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Roethlisberger. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
77.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the 21-yard line.
So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind.
Hey, echo. Here we go. Hey, check mark.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Garoppolo on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
65.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Garoppolo now, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Get hot.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180! Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
55. Hey, Delta. 55.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo, pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Ballage out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
11. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Recon, 132 fighter.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 180! 1, Omaha. Yo.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo going deep here for Landry. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10.
Here we go.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Spins by. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw again on second down. Rudolph, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards of first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 12, and they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
15-1. Protein spill. Hey!
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Again, a run with Connor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, first and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running from the shotgun with Dre. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
11 yards there, first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run here with Balaj. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Balaj. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Now Rudolph. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
80 weapons. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Hey, wahoo! It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 36.
Rudolph now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big...
He's got a man. Complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rudolph. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. Twisting away. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we